3 lanes. You gotta count on at least 1 lane losing. Any of these 3 heroes that has to recover is going to put quite a dent in their tempo this game. You're going to hope that it is a Luna because she doesn't have to get involved early on. And in the meantime, there's going to be a Leshrac running at your towers. Of course, they don't quite have the explosive reach of the Storm Spirit that they had previously. It's going to be a little clearer whenever B-God and whatever core he is empowering are showing up, but nonetheless, if this is a Blink Dagger Rush Mars, which he might just feel like is a good way to empower B-God, honestly, then you're going to have the exact same problem as previously.
Yes, we have here a quick disconnect and just a quick pause before the game is going to start and the go call. 5RATFORCESTAFF. So it's going to be the Leshrac versus the Storm Spirit mid, and it's this time 5ManMidas, they don't have that Treant Protector, and 5RATFORCESTAFF has more push. And now your towers are going to be down. B-God is going to have an even easier time sometimes to find those ganks, and it's going to be on 5ManMidas to prevent that happening. And Italiano Gangster, oh, he's going for the meld ambush, like level 1 meld, just hiding there, and it's going to be like the double meld hit on whoever goes there. We'll see if Little Boy and Bolo are going to be aware of it and are going to be able to dodge it or not.
Yep, and this burst power of the TA is, I think, one of the reasons why you do get her for this lane. Because if you trade straight up versus an IO anything, but especially an IO LC, you're not going to come out on the winning end.
Yeah. The assassin is just waiting in the corner, waiting for somebody to show up.
Patiently. I think the only other worse lane to trade against is like IO Slardar, maybe? But it's hard.
Yeah, we'll see here. Is this going to be a first blood or not? Ekken here as well with the ignite. Oh, I'm pretty sure they're aware of this. Oh, we're having some issues here. Lag.
Yeah, I had a little spike as well, actually.
Yeah, same. Easy first wave.
Easy first wave. He already stun secured the range creep mid, so he's a winner in his own book.
Yeah. Okay, they are. Oh, he walked first.
She stepped.
Oh no! And we see here, like even with that step, they took 2/3 of the health of the Legion Commander. Like if she didn't take that step and was able to get that hit off, but it is very hard. And Little Boy and Bolo seem to be like they were aware of that play and just made sure to not walk into it.
TA's level 1 range is, of course, absolutely atrocious.
Yes, it is very bad. It's not a Monkey King, unfortunately. And the overwhelming odds, a lot of damage here onto Ekken and Italiano Gangstar.
Of course, the TA is going to become less and less bothered by this as time moves on. She's going to get her refraction. That's going to save her from all of that, as well as her being relatively well equipped to deal with hitting creeps under the tower, which most other range heroes are not. Yep. So the situation for her will improve. However, Ekken, I think, is going to have a very, very rough lane here.
Yeah, he's gonna get clicked and clicked and clicked by this IO time and again. And you mentioned the sustain factor here for the Radiant side. It is certainly a sustaining lane.
Not necessarily a killing lane, though. That one we should have over on bottom, where Tingle King and B-God are going to be looking to murder presumably the Bane, whenever they can get him.
Looking for the kill, and
and I'm
gonna
so
go
wrong
for the Bane here, but once again, a little lag spike. You said there was no kill lane up top. I was looking away, Kips. I feel like I got lied to.
You were. I just baited you all the way to the other side of the map. I mean, I did say that was a hard lane for Ekken, though. I just didn't expect it to get this hard this early. Sorry, my friend.
No worries. And the Bane does actually survive in the bottom lane. So we have some lag spikes going on, and the players apparently also affected by it. Just hope that we have a smooth sailing going forward. And so far, Lies is kind of struggling in his lane. This lane now very much pushing towards the Mars. Bane trying to go for that pull to reset that equilibrium.
Bane, of course, great at trading with whatever support he gets faced with, but since Bigot has such long range, he can usually actually straight up throw everything he has onto Lies. Which means that Bane...
Now, up top, they're trying to go onto Little Boy here as well as Bolo, but they kind of split their damage in both, just at half health now. Just gonna salve up and heal up.
That's so hard. Often players have different understanding of if you can kill through the IO regen or not, and it means that they have different understanding of should we focus the IO or the tethered hero.
Yeah.
You see that happen pretty often.
Now, in the mid lane, RRL as well as Nico are just farming it up. Both of these heroes are able to take small camps, but Radiant did block the Dyers. So Nico not gonna be able to take that one for himself.
Which should also tell you that Nico has indeed been winning the mid lane, because he is still on par with the Storm Spirit in spite of having his small camp blocked. Another denied to the tally.
Oh, he's gonna go for a little bit of a steal there. A little bounty rune being taken away.
Sneaky.
Oh, also blocks the ancient camp now. Sees that there already stacks are being made.
This is where Luna and a TA are once again very similar. The TA is going to want to go there. It has already been anticipated. In the meantime, you can't do that if you're Dire to the triangle of this IO. He has been here pretty often. He's got a ward watching it as well. They've got it guarded a lot better.
Are these stacks are gonna be for the Storm Spirit or for the Luna?
Usually the Ancients are for the Luna, and the other camp is going to be for the Storm Spirit. You see that split with a Kunkka pretty often as well.
Up top here, looking to go onto Bolo, stun, hit the melt hit. Do they have enough damage to bring down Bolo, press the attack, and he's too fast. And looking to turn this around onto the TA, no more refraction, the melt hit, not nearly enough, and Italiano Gangstar has to back off.
Expensive trading. Really underestimating the speed of the IO with that tether.
To be fair, he was very, very fast. Like, I would have underestimated that one as well. I was like, damn, he's a race car.
Here again, immediately rewards his own Ancients. He knows how important this is, and he can watch Ekon walk in.
Radiant are scanning.
And now 6-minute runes. They have supports on both sides, so Bigot and Ekon very much making sure that Nico continues to control that mid lane. He now has a DD. And Storm Spirit pretty much forced to just take the wave under the tower and then go back to jungling. Cannot do much more. Up top, trying to go onto Bolo. Bolo is under the tower, but with that movement speed, it's just so rough to go onto him. Ekon trying to trade with Little Boy, but that Little Boy is a little girl right now and is very strong as Legion Commander. Lies actually made the trip up top. That's a very early rotation for the safe laner. They don't have duel yet as... Ooh, a little lag spike there. Uh-oh. Right as the dive is happening here from 5ManMidas. The TP to come in from the Skywrath Mage, and it looks like they want to immediately go onto that Skywrath Mage.
Yep, he is the easiest target here. He can't actually empty his mana pool fast enough if they kill him immediately, so that's the most potential damage out of the way. But no, they actually dodge him. This IO is too low.
And IO just going to die, and now the stun here onto Little Boy, and with the overwhelming odds runs away and manages to survive. But now, like as I mentioned, like a very early rotation here for the Luna. Was bottom lane going that badly? Looking at the last hits, yes it was. Okay, ooh, that's not good.
Skywrath very much outranging, outtrading the Bane. And now Nico, with help of a DD rune, has taken a mid tower as well. RL just had to bail. This is the start that Leshrac wants to have.
Yeah. And you mentioned, like, this Leshrac can be very scary. 5ManMidas are greedy. And Nico already mid tower gone. Bottom tower is only going to be a question of time as there's no more safe laner. They bring in the Storm Spirit, trying to go onto Tingle King, RRL. Just going to be speared away. They know he TP'd here. So if they find a kill on him, he will not have a TP for a little bit. As Nico and BGod make their approach. Ray has been seen, silenced. Jump forward here by RRL, gets the Electric Vortex onto the Leshrac, but they're gonna go onto the Bane. Nightmare to come out, gonna be taken over by BGod, and just gonna walk towards Ray. But RRL getting low on mana here. The spear would have connected if he wasn't invulnerable in the
Oh, and that
lightning,
silence!
but the arena is still going to be there, and with the 4-man here from Dire, it is just enough to take down that Storm Spirit. And Little Boy only here to see the corpse.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And it feels like it feels 5RATFORCESTAFF are forcing the plays here.
They are, and the fact that the Storm Spirit is he's trying not to lose any momentum, right? He's trying to go back in under the tower, wait for backup to come, and instead the decision costs his life as it just isolates him further from his team and he gets Ancient Sealed and blown up.
There is now the Legion Commander, Bane, and IO bottom. Those three heroes I feel like are very much strong right now for the Radiant. And I feel that's also why we see Dire split up a little bit. Ekin just placing some wards. Nico is back in the mid lane. Has a regen rune as well, so he's ready to dump some damage.
And yeah, those supports being bought, doing nothing for a while, is absolutely excellent news for 5RATFORCESTAFF, who now go on to Little Boy.
Yeah. And BGod doesn't have his level 6 yet, so not as an explosive start for him as it was in game number 1. But
that's hard to ask
you
for.
can't always ask for that.
But tower is under attack.
He was up far.
Nico overstayed his welcome in the mid lane. And that's gonna be a duel here as well onto Ekin. That is dual damage for Little Boy. Oh, those are two, like, the dual damage is good and the kill onto the Leshrac.
Yeah, and I gotta say, these are the kills I always miss because they're not supposed to happen. Lesh has plenty of jungle camps left over. He could also still be meeting up with Tingle King on the bot lane, push down the tower if he wants to play up. He did not need to be there.
Radiant's bottom tower is
At the same time though, like Italiano Gangstar, he's still up top, he's still enjoying his safe lane. And just farming it up as that TA, and here we see the gang squad. Ogre, Leshrac, and Skywrath Mage. We have Mystic Flare up. Can they find the stun? No, they're just gonna be here and steal the stacks away from the Luna. The jump forward here by RRL, going on to Nico. Stun to follow, there's the Mystic Flare. It's gonna be shared with some other heroes, and no hero down yet. Little Boy is gonna be the first to fall, and now the TA has arrived. They're gonna fight back onto Lies. Lies is going to die. Ray gets a Nightmare out, and Ekin, the stun, Ekin solo, gets the Nightmare, and Italiano Gangster just looking here to clean up. The last right click not gonna come out, and this TA says, an ancient stack for me?
No.
How nice.
This is terrible. 5ManMidas learned all of the lessons from the previous game, right? We gotta secure our triangle. Oh, that's...
Let's jump in, get the kill onto the Ogre. And the RL is now out of mana, and BGod is approaching again. Always gotta be scared. You see that Skywrath Mage coming in, and like, okay, gotta back off, gotta back off.
You know this guy. But they blocked up the enemy ancients as well, secured their own, and what ends up happening is that Italiano Gangster never made his way to these ancients to realize that they'd been blocked. Instead, he shows up in your triangle, takes the creeps you have been securing. And now they de-ward.
And he's gonna have a death soul in about 1,000 gold. He's gonna be very
Or
scary.
5ManMidas.
And I mean, like you mentioned, like they've learned their lesson. They also learned like their lessons about the Skywrath Mage. They took the Mystic Flares 2 or 3 heroes. Nobody immediately died, but they just kind of
Dire's
ran
top
out
tower
of
is under
fuel
attack.
there on the side of Radiant and
Dire's
Dire.
structures are
The
fortified.
TA showed up only like in the last third of the fight and was like, "Oh yeah, I can do a few right clicks, little bit of love giving to everybody, getting a little bit of kills here and there."
Dire's top tower
Yeah,
has
spill
fallen.
it
And
all
another
over.
smoke here. They don't want to give this triangle any time to farm up
Radiant's
for
middle
this
tower
Luna.
is under
Ray,
attack.
it's going to be the sacrificial nightmare bane here. And he is dead. And they're going to steal the triangle away. They're going to block it now.
Dire's courier has been
There's
killed.
no place for the Luna to go right now.
Oh, little boy. That's going to be the sphere onto Bolo. He has relocate, but that's not going to be happening.
Just save it. Hold
Yeah.
it. And this Mars is going to have a Blink Dagger very soon, and if Tingle King continues playing how he's used to, then we're going to see him and
Dire's middle
B-God
tower
team
is
up
under
and
attack.
become once again an absolute terror.
There's the Desolator finished on the TA. And it's kind of what you mentioned, the greediness here from 5ManMidas is what 5RATFORCESTAFF is very much exploiting right now. And we'll see how can 5ManMidas, like how can they stabilize? What do they need to do here in order to avoid getting picked off more and more and more?
Well, this Legion Commander has the first
Radiant's
important item
top
of the game
tower
at the
is
ready
under
finally. She has a Blink Dagger. She's going to go into that Blade Mail later indeed. You're versus Skywrath, this is the way to go.
Radiant are scanning.
And now I'm hoping she gets to find an opportunity to pick off somebody and you bring in an IO Luna. Quite a lot of damage, but right now there's not even anybody to pick off. Nobody is separate from the team because they're all in the Roshan pit.
Yeah, that's gonna be in a 14-minute Aegis here for the TA. Or maybe even gonna need to Leshak. No, the TA is going
Dire's
to
bottom
taking
tower
it.
is under attack.
And
Oh.
I expect 5RATFORCESTAFF now that like just they're gonna amplify that tempo more and more and more.
Yep. This is a tanky Lesh as well. This is not a, a Boots of Travel Rush kind of Lesh. You were talking about exploiting the tempo. This is definitely it. He's got the Arcane Boots. He's got the Hood. He's got a bunch of money saved up now because his courier is dead. But he has already been pressing all of his advantages for as much as he can.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I believe the TA was a little bit sad that the Ogre has blocked the Ancient Camp because nobody would have been in that area since it was blocked. And so he lost out on a few of Ancient stacks there. And they are going to TP bottom. Blink forward here by Tingle King is going to be seen under the ward, and Little Boy gets the blink away. So the TPs come out from 5RATFORCESTAFF and 5ManMidas all avoid it. They need to keep doing that. They've lost the tower up top for it, but they need to keep getting 5RATFORCESTAFF across the map. Jump in here by RRL, going straight for B-God. B-God survives a little while longer, but not enough. That's going to be the Orc of Reveal from the Storm Spirit. But at the
Top
same
lane?
time up top, they lost the Luna, but there's going to be a TA Fiend script up there with the duel. That's going to be the first life. Can they take her down a second time? It's going to be the question. That's going to be the relocate out from the IO. It does. And yeah, the TA just fights back here. RL now arriving, but it's completely out of mana. One Electric Vortex gonna be there. So low on Italiano Gangster. A few more right clicks are enough, and RL gets the kill. Nobody from the Dire side there to help the TA.
But they were all occupied on the other side of the map, and besides, where did they have to teleport to? The outpost? She was so far up. That is why she got the kill on the Luna, though. She was hidden there in her meld, waiting for the Luna to move up.
Yeah, you did lose your Aegis for it, however.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And now you might lose your Leshrac.
Uh-oh. Nico, he's gonna be dueled up. What a duel range, that level 10 talent.
Every time.
It catches me off guard every time. That's now 30 duel damage here for the Legion Commander. And 5ManMidas once again finding a little bit of a footing after a slow start.
Radiant's top tower is under
A rough
attack.
start, but now their items are starting to come in. Have the mech over on the IO as well. Storm Spirit, full Orchid at the ready. They have the tools that they need to fight now, and it only cost them about 4k gold difference. If you look at how much gold the towers give, they've actually been farming mostly equally with 5RATFORCESTAFF, so all in all, could be worse. And now this dark space on the map is space for them to gank as well. That's why we've seen several pickups with that Blink Dagger right now. It invites 5RATFORCESTAFF to say, we are dominant, we can split up, we can farm their entire jungle. And that's precisely what gives you the opportunity to get some of these Blink Dagger pickoffs. And now if you're a 5RATFORCESTAFF...
They are all bottom as 5. Looking to go at this tier 2 tower, already preparing the vision for it. And Radiant, they don't want to defend this, they just want to trade this for the mid tier 1, it looks like.
And this is the choice you have to make now as 5RATFORCESTAFF. Are we going to hold hands in spite of being up and having created all this space? You might have to if you want to avoid getting picked off by the LC.
As the jump forward here, the spear a little bit too late. They still get the kill onto the IO, and there's no Bane here anymore as he TP'd on out. Just a quick little pickoff there for the TA.
That's still not be a Bane, no?
Down bottom, they found Ray here to jump in here from RRL, and there's immediately the duel onto the left strike. Ekin gonna go down as well. BGOT finds a counter kill, but they still have, they're bringing the TA now. They still want to take this, they want to go onto Lies. Lies hides into the trees, going for Little Boy. There's gonna be the relocate coming in from the IO. They're gonna go for the Legion Commander. The heal is going to be enough to survive, and they actually take her down in the end with the Skywrath Mage, but they lose the Templar Assassin for it, and 5RATFORCESTAFF kind of losing their composure there. BGOT jumps in here once again, they're going on to the Luna, they don't have an ultimate and not enough damage. This is just unnecessary here from Dire.
Yeah, kinda. They were trying to do two things with two different teams of people on different sides of the map, and instead they get caught off guard both times. Not enough patience for the go on bottom, so they run into a Bane. He could have held them there to wait for the backup to come in regardless. Very dangerous here if you don't burst him immediately. He messes up his Fiend's Grip there actually, which is why he apologized. But it doesn't matter. Dire already in too deep, TA arrives too late, and easy to mop up for a 5ManMidas. They're going to be very grateful that they don't actually have to do anything for these fight engagements. They just get handed opportunities.
And now the jump here onto Nico, once again being caught here. There's the duel and the jump. Another winner for the Legion Commander.
Maybe they pay with their Luna this time? Actually, they don't have the damage. It's only TA here. And instead, Ekin is the one who got found.
Got found by the Luna and the IO. He's a beefy boy. And is gonna be able to walk into his own triangle. Lies not gonna follow there.
At least they still have their mid tower here, but for how long? BGOT is looking to finally finish up his Rod of Aethys. So much slower than
onto
previous
Tingle
game.
King with the relocate. And coming through with Lies, the spear, not enough to save the life of the Mars. And now that's gonna be a tier 1 mid tower. The TA is in the area, but retreats now into her own triangle. And the jump forward here by RL once again is out of mana. They're going on to Nico. There's gonna be the duel and another kill there. The ultimate from BGOT's gonna be wasted thanks to the nightmare of the Bane.
Very nicely done. Yeah, this TA would really rather not fight right now. She does not have a BKB. Is at least 500 gold off if she disassembles her Dragonlance for it. Which she'd also really rather not do, but at least it's good she has the option, right?
And it like now it's been 5ManMidas who's been found pickoff after pickoff with that Legion Commander plus Storm Spirit. You mentioned during the draft like how easy it is to get those pickoffs, like one Nightmare into a relocate or into a duel, into a Storm Zip. Like anybody can join so easily onto any engagement.
Stupendous.
All they had to do was get over the hump, and well, get over the hump they did.
So now for 5RATFORCESTAFF, what is what they need to do right now?
They need those BKBs. The physical damage from 5ManMidas is still lacking quite a bit. They do have the Luna getting up into gear right now.
Radiant's
The
bottom
Legion
tower
Commander
is under
went
attack.
for a Blade Mail,
Dire's
so she's
top
not the
tower
biggest
is
threat right
under
now.
attack.
As long as you have BKBs on your
Dire's
cores, you can actually
structures
start
are
fighting
fortified.
again. But this Lesh is nowhere near. He's going to actually finish off an Octarine core first, I believe, which should be his survivability.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
But
attack.
for the Mars and
Dire's
TA as
top
hers
tower
now,
is under attack.
Mars, one more part. Oh, it's
We
a
have here
Bloodstone.
so we have here the
Radiant
5-man
are
smoke now from the 5RATFORCESTAFF. And looking, oh, they're gonna be scanned out, however, and that's a scan onto a ward, so they know they're gonna be. Oh no, it's only a sentry, it's not a bomb's ward, but they're still gonna be TPing on out on the side of Radiant, and this smoke is not gonna avail to anything. Little boy is hidden in the trees. They're gonna go into the Roshan pit, however. Italiano Gangstar with that BKB finished. They're looking for an Roche. That's gonna be Aegis plus Shard. And Radiant, they are not in position to contest this. Yeah, that's dead.
Dead as a doornail.
Forever.
And that is now the shard for the Leshrac, so the split earth like reoccurring thing, which is very annoying in team fights. But the TA is showing in the mid lane. Everybody around for the dire side, they're gonna jump in, going straight for the Mars. The Fiend Script and the duel used on both of him. Can they bring him down? A lot of mana. Now the first life already down. It's 3 heroes dead for the Dire, looking for the Leshrac. There's gonna be the TA coming back, but stunned up immediately. Now with the BKB, but just trying to get away, trying to TP out. And a disaster of a fight for 5RATFORCESTAFF again.
They did not
Aegis
wait
is not
for the
good
BKB.
for them.
No, it doesn't look like it. It has never worked out in their favor yet. This Mars getting picked off here without his BKB. They could have waited for that. They could have backed off, but instead they decide to press their advantage and get punished heavily.
Gonna have duel up in 5 seconds again. Need to be careful. Ekin just walks on forward here. There's gonna be the duel. That's another victory for Little Boy. Now up to 110 damage. Jump forward by the stones, but he is out of mana. Uh-oh. Has an illusion rune though. With the illusion rune, now the electric vortex onto the TA. TA gonna be silenced. Trying to fight back here. RL gonna be healed up by the IO and gonna be able to get out. Meanwhile, they found the kill onto the IO and finally the kill onto the Bane as well. Jump away. And Storm Spirit is gonna be silenced up, has the Bloodstone heal, and gets the jump away straight into the TP. Ooh. Those Psyblades hit nearly
Dire's
were
bottom
enough,
tower
but...
is under attack.
So Dire finding a successful fight there.
Finally, but after the Storm Spirit spends his entire mana pool onto a kill that was going to be questionable at the best. As we watch the replay of this unfortunate Aegis fight here.
Yeah, that was just 5ManMidas being in exact right position to catch Dire off guard. I don't think they were expecting to get gone on at that moment. They were like, oh, we have Aegis. They're not gonna go on us. And now they're preparing once again. Dire looking to make something happen top, but Radiant, everybody TP'd top. They are also ready for it.
They are, and once again they seem to be split up in 2 little groups on 5RATFORCESTAFF, which is a great idea if you're ahead and you can make the first jump, but in this case, 5ManMidas.
Lies.
The
It's gonna
Phantom.
be jumping here, blink away from the TA, the stun onto the Legion Commander. They're gonna try to burst her down immediately, and she is dead first. But the Fiend Script still gonna be enough to take down the TA. Now Leshrac trying to deal the damage here to kill everybody else. A nice arena to come out from Tingle King together with his BKB. But there's just not enough damage to come out from the Dire anymore. They cleaned this up here as Lies and RRL are just unstoppable forces. That looked good for a moment there to kill the Legion Commander right at the beginning, but the Fiend Script on the TA. So take a quick look at that replay here. We see the Legion Commander immediately going to be picked up, but BKB on the TA does not matter if you have a Fiend Script. The prowess of this Bane. And now it is a Luna looking to go up onto the high ground.
Yeah, in that last fight, the Lesh and the Mars, if either of them is there a little bit earlier, maybe they can actually cancel the Fiend's grip, but because of that little bit of distance, they have to walk over first, and it costs him everything. There goes your base.
Yep. Bring in the IO with the relocate.
Top barracks has fallen.
And that is one set of racks now for 5ManMidas, who's looking to equalize this series.
Looking good. They've got the ultimate high ground sieging tool here as well with the shard over on the Legion Commander. Extra attack speed as well as that Dispel and the brief BKB, just to be sure. It feels so good to be a Luna right now.
Also, this Bane, Ray, he's halfway to an Agnum Scepter. That's gonna be even scarier. Because, like, there's the Split Earth AoE who can cancel, but apart from that, there's not too much for 5RATFORCESTAFF to cancel out in AoE ways. As we have another smoke from them. We want to look for an engagement. And they, under the ward, they saw Little Boy hiding into the trees, but he's out of there now. Ray breaks the smoke onto Ekin.
5ManMidas is wise to their tricks now.
Very tense moments here, both sides just staring at each other. Between the lane creeps are fighting each other. Jump forward by RRL. Is anything going to happen? Tingle King has that BKB. B-God also has his Rod of Atos, looking for the Boots of Travels. And we have now the smoke coming out here from 5ManMidas. They want to look for an engagement themselves. Top is already pushing in, so they know Dire needs to respond to this. They're losing buildings. They're losing base.
And when one goes back, you're going to get picked off in this game, so everybody needs to go back.
Oh, the TA has been seen a little bit, but at the same time jump forward by RL. Tingle King already backed off.
Awkward.
And now, that's gonna be the jump forward. They found the Luna here, but she gets her BKB off. Now the arena to come out. RL goes in here. The Fiend's grip onto the Mars, and they focus onto the Luna, onto the TA here. They will lose the Luna for it. Duel to come out, but where's your fault? Where's your damage to finish off that Mars? It's not available. Nico's still strong. The Split Earth to come out, gets a kill onto the Legion Commander. Both sides losing heroes. RL, can he get out of this? No, he cannot. And Nico, with the triple kill, finally allowed to play his game.
Finally, he's been in the middle of the fight so often, dying immediately, and now he gets to kill actually both of the supports with his AoE damage while they're standing there healing up the Luna in the middle. Look at the positioning here. This is really nice positioning from 5ManMidas, by the way. It's an ideal place to make the fight happen, but the Lesh can walk to the bottom left, get the damage out. Bam.
Yeah, Nico just allowed to do whatever he wants in that fight. And once the Luna is dead, there is damage troubles on the Radiant side.
The duel over onto the Mars, really not a good idea there. That man proved to be way too tanky.
Luna is still #1 in net worth, but we have now a very, very even game. One set of racks in favor of 5ManMidas, but once like we talked about how Luna shreds buildings. If Leshrac is allowed to get onto your high ground, ooh, there's gonna be a jump forward here by Little Boy. Gets the duel here onto Nico. Does he have enough damage to finish him off? No, that's gonna be the counter here from B-God. They get the Legion Commander and the IO. And now Bane has been caught as well. One by one, a triple kill for B-God. The Sky Chat is back.
Oh, long have we waited.
Yeah.
He's had himself a rough game, but finally that damage on the LC not quite enough anymore. And Nico, with now 20 charges on that Bloodstone, gets the turnaround.
I mean, we're saying has a little bit of a rough game. He was still like 6-4-3. Like, it was still looking good but not as good as it was in game #1. And now with 9-4-5, looking even better. Roche gonna be respawning in about 20 seconds. And they're already going at this tier 2 tower. As we said, that TA plus the Leshrac, they're shredding through these buildings.
Absolutely. And just like that, 5ManMidas on the back foot again. Roshan literally just respawned.
That's gonna be also a refresher shard. That's gonna be the smoke from 5ManMidas. They want to contest this Roche, but they gotta go quick. You cannot hesitate. Pushing out the wave. And Eken trying to be the sacrificial lamb. Roche is already dead. Gonna be picked up here on the side of the TA. Jumped in here by Tingle King. There's gonna be the BKB from the Luna. Fighting back. RL jumping into the backline. Tingle King with refresher shard. Gets the second arena. Catches the Luna. And the Bane. That's gonna be a relocate out by the IO, however. They will save the Luna. Forfeits his own life for it. But
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No?
Nico gonna be taking that hero
Wait,
home.
wait,
And at
wait.
the same time, RRL with the haste rune just trying to make space. There's now the TP coming in from the Leshrac. The spear. Oh, there's gonna be the TP. The Hex. Gonna be there. RRL still has the haste rune. It now has run out. This is space. Oh, another jump. RRL is gonna get caught by B-God. And in the end, they found so many heroes. And Tia is already walking it down mid. It's like, hey, walking it down mid.
Nobody can do anything about her. But what that Storm Spirit just did right there is the ultimate example of buying space. People say making space, but space doesn't just happen. You buy it, if necessary, with your life.
Lies? Sorry. That was so close. I was so close to a stun there from Eken.
Like, if he dies there, the entire sacrifice is for naught.
Take a quick look back here on that fight. The refresher shard immediately being used. And Io with that clutch relocate. B-God is doing B-God things again. Found the Legion Commander, and now they're going in here onto Lies. Nico together with the TA. The arena comes out. Lies, he's so low. The Eclipse not enough to take down Tingle King, has forcing his BKB. But they're just losing hero after hero after hero, and now they're gonna lose buildings.
Dire's middle tower.
One by one by one. Still an Aegis on this TA as well. And right now, no BKB on the Luna. That's painful. She can't really fight the Leshrac without.
Yeah, Nico. He has it level 25. The plus 30 Diabolic Edict explosions means those buildings are being shredded apart even faster.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They took one set of racks, nothing more yet. But like 5ManMidas, they had such a good push top. Where did it go wrong?
Was the dive on mid, honestly. And then losing some heroes one by one, underestimating the speed at which 5RATFORCESTAFF take Roche. It's small mistakes can snowball.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Nico had an Invis rune, but realized there was a sentry there.
Matter left holding her base. This Luna has to make her way to the Satanic. Yep. Without the Satanic, she simply does not have the staying power in this game up versus the Leshrac, who he is so tanky now. You know that level 20 talent, the plus 20 strength? I think Lesh is one of the few heroes that still has a big stat talent left like that. And man, did that turn this game around.
Yeah. We've seen Nico do a lot during the first 10-12 minutes, and then it kind of went down for a little bit. And now he's certainly picked it up again. Also has that Hex. Bane putting down some vision. And they're looking to push down this top lane. Trying to equalize the racks. Little boy has the BKB with his shard, but now B-God has arrived once again. The save from the IO, not gonna be enough. He dies in the fountain. Oh no, and now the IO. Uh-oh.
I don't think they can allow. He has a buyback. They're not gonna try to help him get back.
It's just more damage and more gold that they need to spend. There's the buyback from the IO, and they're just shredding through this. Lies is here, doesn't have that Satanic yet, can't get to the secret shop. And the TA also has her own desolated jump in here by RL with an Agnum Scepter, catches both of them. Some good damage, but they can't engage into these split earths. And now looking to equalize the Rex up top. Lies going in with the BKB, trying to go on to the Lash track here, and Tingle King takes it over. Now buyback here. The BKB has run out, however, and they're trying to go on to Lies. It's gonna be saved by the Legion Commander. They're gonna go in. The cheese by the Lash track. He was so close, and instead they lose the Legion Commander. They buy back on the Stormsweeper, buy back on the Luna, but they lose hero after hero. And 5RATFORCESTAFF, they haven't lost anybody yet.
Not even Amara too. Armlet toggles through casually at the end there for that storm jump. That was a beautiful cheese.
Oh. And now, like, it's 5v3. What's holding them back from doing it again? To see a quick look back, we see here Tingle King taking the fire, then using the arena to lock down Lies, forcing the press the attack, and there. Just wanted some Gouda. Just some Gouda cheese right there.
As a Dutch person, I am obliged to inform you that it's Gouda, but you know, I also realize that I can't ask people to pronounce it, so Gouda it is.
If it's pronounced like that, I can't make the joke. It's a Gouda cheese, as this is a good cheese. So, you know, at some point.
Get out.
Okay, I see I'm not wished here anymore. As 5RATFORCESTAFF, they have claimed the Megas. And 5ManMidas locked in their base. They have all 5 heroes up again. But if we like take a quick look at buybacks here, there's not a lot available. There's actually none available.
Most have already been spent in the previous fight. And
we also have
they can...
oh, we have a Lincoln Sphere on the TA. Just against the Green Script and the duel.
Mm-hmm.
What's the way back here now for 5ManMidas? It's a hard way. It's a very hard way. What challenges do they need to overcome, and how do they do it?
Well, as you can see, they have been fishing for a great Vortex with that Agnum Scepter from RL, and you can definitely keep most of the support staff out of the fight for quite a while if you time that right. So ideally you lock down 3 of them with the Vortex, and in the meantime Little Boy and Lies focus down one of the cores on the front line. The one with the most damage output right now I think is the Lesh, so you'd hope for him. And you could see them trying this exact same thing in the previous Top Racks fight. But they were short just a little bit of damage. They still have to go for it though. I think it's their best opportunity.
Now RL just static remnanting the wave. That's while being smoked.
Yep. And they're trying to get vision here to maybe catch a stray hero. They still have the relocate option available to them. They still have Jewel, they still have Fiend's Grip, but with the Megas now, all of their waves have been shoved in, and as they were before, they haven't had an opportunity for any relocate ganks in quite a while.
Now, everybody on the dire side is getting so farmed. The B-God on the Skywrath Mage has overtaken the Legion Commander. Tingle King is about to take over the Luna.
And the TA is about to take over Roshan. Once again.
Yeah. It's an Agnum's Blessing. Who do you give the Agnum Scepter to here? Skywrath? Or Lecter? Oh, Skywrath Mage. B-God, you deserve it. 11, 4, and 9. He's also about to hit level 25. We have level 25 on the Mars, who went for the God's Rebuke. The TA went for the Refraction instances. Tingle King is just walking in there. They have it. They have Nages, they have a cheese, and they want to make short work of this ancient plus tier force. Jump in here by RL, going on to the TA.
It's got immediately.
Save from the Legion Commander. And they already forced the Glyph here. The first defensive tool from 5ManMidas taken out.
Nice.
And they didn't use anything.
Nope, and their range is so short that fighting into the split
RL
is
going
all but
in, finds
impossible.
2 cores there, but there's just no follow-up. That's gonna be already a first tier 4 down. Diabolic Edict plus the TA, jump forward here. The stun connects onto the Storm Spirit. RL is dead. Lai is now being forced to engage here with the BKB, trying to fight onto the Mars. And there's gonna be a Fiend Script onto Leshak, but where's your damage? Oh, B-God has damage. Then we have a Venn diagram from the Mars. Oh, and that was just one good thing, and the other good thing from the Mars equals the 5RATFORCESTAFF victory in this series 2-0.